sa lalim at ganda ng ating kultura at diwang makabayan, sa mga salita at pahina. Sa tulong ng mga guro at manunulat ng panitikang Pilipino, halina't tuklasin ang yaman ng ating panitikan, ang pamana ng ating lahi. Ito ang Sari-Sari, tuwing Miyerkules, 11:00 ng umaga, dito sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Jesuit Music Ministry, music that uplifts the soul. Follow jescom.ph on Spotify and Jescom Music on YouTube. We are also on iTunes and Deezer.
Are you feeling sore? We can make that better. Tune in to the Ateneo Senior High School's first radio program, Soar, the Seniors On Air Radio, where you can listen to music you want, straight from our playlists. Don't change that channel yet, because Soar is ready to put the you in youth. Soar, Seniors On Air, here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. The voice of the Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atenista sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan. Kawan ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil, blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, 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 Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan, radyo, Katipunan.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
If it's entertainment you crave,
Catch us on
New Wave. Surfing through the latest on our shores.
every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m.
See you there. Hello everyone! Good afternoon! It's your midweek gang who's always ready to hang, coming at you live through Radio Katipunan 87.9 FM via Zoom. I'm Max, and today I will be joined with a few friends from Radio Katipunan since Austin can't make it. So first up, joining me is the host of Mind Ed, B. Say hi, B.
Hey Max, what's up?
Hi, how are
First time
you?
in the program. It's
Yes,
good.
thank
Yeah.
you.
So this is B. I am just a letter from the program Minded. Tumatawid. Tumatawid dito para samahan si Max. So good afternoon everyone, and Max, thank you for opening the invitation.
Thank you so much for coming. So, hello to the Ateneans in the audience. You have officially made it half week through finals. So, congrats for that. Just 3 more days and we'll be saying hello to summer despite the rainy weather. All right. So, first up, let's start with our local find. So, B, do you find yourself using makeup or anything despite the staying at home?
Well, minsan kailangan because of the webinars that we have,
Of
the video
course.
conferences that we have, but it's not as much, I guess, because I don't generally wear makeup because of skin allergies and whatnot. But minsan kailangan eh. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Yeah, how about you? Do you
Yes,
still
felt
like
that.
regularly? Mm-hmm.
Of course, because like you want to look presentable, whether it's for class or those important
Sure.
presentations and going on air. So our local find is actually very perfect for this topic that we're talking about, because Hypergleam Cosmetics is a handmade cosmetics brand created in hopes of producing accessible and affordable yet high quality cosmetics. So they bring makeup and skincare in one for your everyday touch of glam. And joining us today is the creator of Hypergleam Cosmetics, who's 20 years old, from 2 BFA in ID. So, yes, we've probably seen her around campus, and she's already a certified makeup artist. So, everyone say hi to Mickey Liuson to explain a little bit of our local find today. Hi, Mickey. How are
Hello.
you?
Hi, Mickey.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you for being here. So, tell us, how did you start Hypergleam?
Okay, so Hypergleam actually stemmed out of my passion for makeup because right after I became a certified makeup artist in around the middle of 2019,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to delve more into the topic and I got interested in how makeup is actually made. So, like the ingredients put into it, the process. And so I wanted to try like making my own simple makeup at home. And so because of that, um, I identified that lipstick or lip gloss rather wasn't so available in the Philippine market, especially online where I was used to shopping for makeup. And so I was like, okay, then maybe I can try to make my own lip gloss. And upon researching quite a lot about it, I realized that it was not that difficult and it didn't need like heavy equipment, machines, or anything. So I decided to research even more and make a formula that would be beneficial for myself and like ideal for my own taste in makeup. And so when I was able to finally make the lip gloss, I realized that the yield was so big and that I would end up having like a lifetime supply of lip gloss if I didn't give any away. And so I was like, maybe this could be something I can sell and like kind of check also since I did identify at
All
first that
right.
there wasn't enough lip gloss in the market. And so yeah, that's how it started.
I heard you said it was homemade, and yeah, I sometimes see your videos of you like mixing the lip gloss at home. So apart from the fact that your lip glosses are homemade, what else sets it apart?
My lip gloss is set apart because of the um, the benefits that it brings to your lips. So, one of the things that I researched in making the gloss, since it is an oil-based formula, and there are so many different kinds of oils that you can mix in with it, I really did my research and chose specifically sweet almond oil, sunflower oil, and avocado oil to add into the lip gloss. And since then, a lot of people have been testifying about how beneficial the formula and even healing the formula has been for their lips.
Right. That's I can attest to that actually. So B, you have something to add?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, like, okay, after lip gloss, do you have like more plans in mind? Like, do you want to venture into eyeshadow next or
Yeah, actually,
mascara?
definitely. I am in the process of product development. And
Right.
since a lot of people are also asking for more products from Hypergleam, I'm intentionally looking for high quality yet affordable, as I said, cosmetics to bring out.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, at least parang, as you mentioned, yeah, product development is very important, and I really admire you for being so young, and yet your creativity is so admirable. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Do you
Hmm.
have some to show us today?
Oh yeah, I brought some of my lip glosses. So these are just a few of the shades. Sorry. So here is how the tube looks like. Each of them carries 7.5 ml of product. And so I have clear shades, tinted shimmer shades, and tinted non-shimmer shades. And so yeah, these are a few of the shades.
All right. Which one would you say was your favorite? Like what would you recommend to a first-time buyer?
Personally, I think that if you are not so into makeup like B, you can choose a clear shade. But then if you like to like glam up a little, then you can choose any of the tinted shades. So yeah, they're pinks, browns, and for me, I personally like Supernova. It's a tinted shade that has sort of like a purple hue to it, and I like it because it's really unique. And yeah, I haven't tried anything like it before.
I actually have it right here. I brought my favorites. Like, this is really something regular in my makeup bag, especially this clear one because of how hydrating it is. So, all right, Mickey, please tell us where we can find you.
Okay, you can shop Hypergleam now on Shopee. All you have to do is search Hypergleam Cosmetics. And if you want more information, you can search also Hypergleam Cosmetics on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, please leave your links in the comment section of the Facebook Live so that people can know where to find you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
also.
coming too. So Tito Noel, I think, has one more question, and he just entered the chat. So
Hello.
yes, to Tito Noel, multimedia guru and
Oh,
host of
no, no.
Leveled Up. Thank you for
No,
joining us today.
I'll ask
We're
Dan na
very
lang.
eager to ask this.
I'll ask Dan later kung ano yung lip gloss na ginagamit ni Antoinette Hadaone at ano yung lasa. Eh,
All right. Okay. So thank you so much, Mickey, for joining us. We'll definitely be looking forward to the future products of Hypergleam. Okay. So now for our main guest, who I think some people have been waiting for in the audience. Joining us today is a director, producer, and cinematographer behind a lot of the shows and movies that you know and love, like Hintayin ng Langit, Changing Partners, On the Wings of Love, and many more. So join me as we welcome Ateneo alumni Direct Dan Villegas.
Hi, Derek.
Hi, Direct. Good afternoon. So how are
Hello,
you? How are you, and what have you been up to
kamusta?
this quarantine?
Eto, same.
All right. Any
Hi, Sir
binges?
Noel.
hello Dan. Ano lang lip gloss ni Antoinette?
I think he froze.
Ano no.
I think he froze. Well, we know how internet's been lately, especially with
I
Mm,
the
know.
brownouts that have been
I
happening,
know.
right?
It's been raining pa, no? That's may shortage pa na of
Exactly.
water. Ngayon, so
Yeah,
it's
parang
not,
last night, sir, sa
yeah, it's not
amin.
Really?
just power, energy, but it's also water. So talagang very basic. So we're calling on Mr. Kusi, the energy secretary. Sabi namin, before you ask the president to run for vice president, fix first our energy problem.
Sorry.
All right. So
I think
Direct
we have him
Dan,
back. Mhm.
yes, he's back in the chat.
Hello, Dan.
Hello, Direct. We can see you, but we can't hear you, or that might just be me.
Yeah, can't hear you, Derek.
Pag-usapan na lang natin si Dan kasi he's not only a director now. He's
So we'll
also
just
a teacher. He's also a teacher now. Sa iba't ibang universities, he's teaching in LaSalle.
Mm.
And I think he's teaching in Ateneo also. So
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
magandang itanong sa kanya mamaya the whole experience of like actually shifting from yun nga a lot of our
Mhm.
directors, our filmmakers are
Yeah.
educators too. So magandang tingnan yan.
Yeah. I wonder how you teach filmmaking online.
Yeah, actually, I was really curious about that. You know what? Since we're on this topic now, when he's back, maybe we can start with that because there's also this like series of workshops he heads called Cine Sundays, which I've been very curious to learn about. So let's hopefully his Wi-Fi will let him come back.
I know because I remember when I was still studying, like I was in a comms graduate, so meron mga subjects like for filmmaking or basically intro to film or writing for film. But parang I cannot imagine how it's being done nowadays virtually.
Yeah.
Paano yung film viewing?
Kasi Dan, one of the few cinematographers who jumped into directing. Kaya yun, magandang tignan din yan kasi
Great.
Ayan, sorry.
Ayan,
Hi,
hi Derek, welcome
Hi,
back.
Direct. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. So we were just talking about your career as a teacher. So maybe we can dive into this before we talk about your movies. So how has teaching been like, especially online? Because I think filmmaking is a bit of a difficult subject to teach online.
It's kind of hard kasi parang you focus more on theory rather than
Right.
yung actual practical knowledge. And um I mean, okay naman mag-aral ng theory, pero kasi ang filmmaking kasi it's very you learn by practicing.
That's true.
So,
Agree.
uh, may mga stuff na it's easier to teach online. Like, halimbawa, sunset or kumbaga elements of a scene. Pero
Mhm.
kung halimbawa mounting a scene na, yun ang medyo very challenging to teach it online. Kaya ayun, Kaya hopefully bumalik na sa normal kasi
Yes.
I really enjoy teaching. So hopefully sana bumalik na sa
Yeah.
normal yung yeah.
And
Direk,
going
ano
back,
favorite part? Ay, sorry.
no, go.
No,
Go
Go.
ahead,
I was
V.
gonna ask, like, ano yung favorite part of the filmmaking process, yung pinaka-exciting ituro sa inyo na you can't wait for the students' output?
Actually, yung original lesson plan ko, yung original syllabus ko for Ateneo, I was supposed to teach kasi 2018 pa.
Mm.
Oh.
Kaya lang, I had a contract with ABS and they gave me a soap. So, hindi sumakto yung schedule. Uh, ayun, I was supposed to, to shoot talaga. Tapos I invited people, even actors. Tapos pumamount ako ng scene. Tapos I would let the students observe. How do you mount a scene? Tapos ano ba ginagawa nung? Kasi parang I can explain to you all
Yeah.
all day kung ano ba yung ginagawa ng isang production manager, ginagawa ng isang producer, ginagawa ng isang AD, blah, 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 blah. Pero lahat yon parang nasa imagination mo lang unless nasa set ka talaga.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oo. Yeah. So, ang hirap magturo ng all theory and all for filmmaking. Kasi it's a practical it's a
Yeah.
Yes.
practical
It's nice
field.
to know. It's nice to know, Dan, yun pala, well, you were supposed to teach in Ateneo first because medyo nung Direct Joey told us that you're teaching in LaSalle. Sabi ko, nako, dapat sa Ateneo din magtuturo si Dan. So, buti na lang naayos. How did that come about?
Actually, sa Ateneo talaga ako dapat magtuturo.
Mm-mm.
Pero August pa. Nauna
Mhm.
actually yung Ateneo application ko.
Mhm,
But they
mhm,
scheduled me to teach ng first sem.
mhm, mhm.
Tapos, a few months ago, start of the year, Direct Joey invited me to teach sa CSB.
Yeah.
Oo. Actually, nauna talaga yung Ateneo. Mas nauna lang nag-start yung sem ng CSB.
That's true.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
this is a tribute to our teacher, si Marilu, no? Diaz Abaya, na, well, we learned filmmaking from her, and then part of the joy of acting and directing sa class niya will be immersing in her set. So,
Yeah.
paano ko gagawin ito? Parang yung the practicum side. Now na may pandemic, tapos yun, lahat online.
Now wala pang way talaga kasi parang with the protocols are limiting the number of people on the set, number one. Tapos, sabihin mo na walang limit, dagdag gastos sa production kasi they have to undergo the tests. Tapos kapag mahaba yung shoot, kailangan naka-lock in. So another hotel room yun for your trainees. Mahirap siya right now. So, tingin ko hopefully, God willing, in a year, maayos na lahat. Tapos, we can all go back to normal.
Tapos diba, let's go back to what Marilu would tell us. Parang, I'm teaching because I want all of you or most of you to get into filmmaking. Kasi diba, sinasabi palagi, we lose the Ateneo graduates to advertising. Tapos yun, gusto niya mag-apprentice sa kanya yung mga students at tulungan niya talaga sa set. Do you see yourself like getting your students to like apprentice with you and work with you eventually?
Hopefully. Kasi sa totoo lang, at least nung time ko, ang solid ng filmmaking course sa Ateneo Kasi you have Marilu, you have Nikili, you have Yam Lacanas for cinematography, you had Quark, you had Marie, you had what's name, yung TV prod professor, si McRae, the
Noel
TV
Maxine.
prod, yeah.
With the
Oh.
So
dog.
sobrang, tapos ang ganda din ng theory classes natin with Father Nick.
Yeah.
Sobrang solid sila Andrew T pa pala. So sobrang solid ng um film course at Ateneo. Tapos parang isa-isang nawala yung mga professors, then they don't teach anymore or they moved on. Tapos parang a few people talked to me and said na parang yung Ateneo na nga, it is very geared towards advertising na.
That's true.
Na
It is.
kaya actually when you work in advertising, ang mamimit mo puro Atenista tsaka Lasalista.
Correct.
Even Lasal actually parang
Correct.
parang nasa CSB na talaga yung filmmaking.
Okay.
So ayun, medyo nasad ako kasi kumbaga parang sayang kasi nung time ko parang napakadaming passionate. Kaya actually ang daming Atenista ng generation ko na nasa film, ang daming cinematographers, ang daming writers.
Right.
Diba?
Mhm.
So yun. So medyo sad. Pero siguro okay na din kasi advertising nandun ang pera eh. So,
So direct, question lang. So backtrack tayo ng konti before like you jumping into the filmmaking as a career. Like, what made you go into that direction? Like, meron po ba kayo napanood na film, something, or maybe influences growing up before you went into filmmaking and before you decided that, okay, I want to do filmmaking. I want to make a career out of it.
sobrang cliche ng story ko. Actually, after Ateneo High School, I didn't actually know what to do with my life.
Okay.
But my dad wanted me to become a doctor.
Mhm.
So, yung path ko was from Ateneo High School, I would take biology sa UST.
Mhm.
And then, the-doctor ako sa UST. Parang that was the path for me. Parang guys, hindi nga ako makapagbukas ng palaka sa biology.
Same.
Kasi
Oh my God.
second year tangina, paano pa ako magbubukas ng tao, di ba? So anyway, I passed bio sa UST pero kinuha ko communication arts. Kasi the only thing that I knew that I loved was photography.
Mhm.
And it was also his fault kasi when I was in first year high school sa Ateneo, you had to have a club. Tapos part ako ng photography club. Tapos binilan niya ako ng first SLR ko and he taught me na, okay, ito yung shutter, ito yung aperture, blah, 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 blah. Ito yung framing, ganyan. So, yun lang yung alam ko. Pero I didn't think it could be a career being a photographer back then. Wala akong idea. Diba? Parang for many parents kasi, and for, ewan ko, if until now, hindi talaga college course pag walang board exams.
That's true.
Di ba? May ganong
Yeah,
may ganong,
yes.
oo, may ganong thing.
Nabutan ko yung time na yan. Oh my God.
Di ba? May ganong thing ang parents din na parang,
Yeah.
it's not really a career pag walang board exam. So you have to be an engineer, an architect, or whatever, di ba?
Until you had your first film.
Until actually, I transferred back to Ateneo. It's malaking fight yun. Hindi niya alam na hindi ako biology. Nalaman niya lang second sem na. So, tapos parang, bahala ka na sa buhay mo, ganyan. So, I transferred back to Ateneo. Tapos, ang course ko sa Ateneo nun, ang nakuha kong course, European Studies.
Wow.
Na, grabe naman yung European Studies. Parang parang prelo. Na, yung mga readings namin ng kakapal about European law, ganyan. Tapos, sabi ko, hindi ko din to trip. Parang, sa bagay, masaya naman siguro maging anong tawag dito, maging diplomat, ganyan. Kaya baka it isn't for me. Tapos, anong tawag dito? Tapos, I got in an elective, na pre-elective, na directing for advertising. Sa Ateneo. Yun, ang ganda nga kasi talaga ng film course ng Ateneo back then. Tapos nalaman ko na meron palang posisyon sa set na director of photography
Yan.
or the cinematographer.
Yes.
Yes.
Tapos, shit, parang pwede pagsamahin talaga to. Parang this can be my career. So,
Yeah.
so starting then, ayun, I love na. Tapos I saw Requiem for a Dream. Tapos na-realize ko how the cinematography or the cinematographer influences a film. Sabi ko, yan yung magiging career ko. Yan yung magiging ako.
Galing.
So, ayun, I was in second year college. Tapos I transferred from European Studies, I shifted to IS. Kasi gusto ko talaga mag-com, kaya lang free yung existing requirements sa com nung time na yun.
It still is.
Tapos,
Yeah.
tapos yung QPI ko parang 2.8 something. Tapos sabi nung, well, friend ko na siya ngayon. Sabi ng head ng com parang, your grades are not quite for com there. Sabi sa akin. So I transferred to IS. Thankfully, IS welcomed me. And nung sa taas ng QPI ko, nag 3 plus na QPI ko na nag-IS ako. Kasi I really love going to class na.
Right.
Kasi love ko na yung subjects eh. Kumbaga, ginagalingan ko na yung classes eh. Tapos, sabi ko, stay na lang ako sa IS kasi sa IS may creative writing subjects ako. So,
Yes.
So, yeah. So, I stayed in IS na.
All right. So you just mentioned that you started, like, your first exposure to directing was that class for directing for advertising. And I know that over the past few months, you have had some commercials. And even before the pandemic, you had like a lot of notable commercials like for Globe and other brands. So I just wanted to ask, what makes a commercial memorable right now that the competition in advertising is a little more aggressive?
Nako, Maxine, I wish I knew kasi hindi ako ganun ka-versed sa TVC world. I mean, they just ano kasi sa TVCs kasi when you're a director, parang meron kang genre. Itong guy na to magaling to sa product. Itong guy na to magaling to sa beauty. May magaling sa babies, may magaling sa mga action na boards. Ako, nalinya ako sa mga narratives. Or mga love stories. Or mga hugot.
Story-driven, yeah.
Story-driven. So yun. Sa mga ginawa ko for corporate, isa lang actually yung non-story driven eh. I did the TVC for Gatorade. It's actually my first aired TVC. Product, tapos action siya. Si Kiefer pa yung si Kiefer pa yung bida. So, yun. Actually, hindi ko nga alam why they chose me. Sa totoo lang. Kasi, kumbaga yung linya ko nga was more of for narratives. So, ayun.
Direct, paano kayo nagde-direct ngayon ng commercials? Like, is it done via Zoom or you are locked in sa location?
Naka-lock in pa rin sa lock.
Okay.
Si Tonat nag-direct na siya ng ng dalawang TVC na naka-remote. I mean, nandito lang siya sa condo.
Oh.
Yung isa pa nga Vietnam pa yung unit niya.
Saya.
Kasi
Paano
she
yun?
directed it.
Zoom
kasi
lang, direct?
Zoom lang. Kasi nung ECQ, bawal mag-shoot ng ECQ eh.
Yeah.
So, yun, nag-shoot siya na yung buong, everyone was from Vietnam. So, yeah.
Grabe, thank God for technology and internet.
Yeah, exactly. It helps us stay close even when we can't physically be together. All right.
And while commercials give you the money, like parang it's really the movies na masaya ka, Dan, no? Well, TV will give you also the payment for the bills, no? So it pays for the bills.
Yeah.
But ibang klase yung yung exposure mo sa film, no? I think you've curated your films very well, that you've tried almost all the genres already. Was it
Yeah.
deliberate?
Yes, may literal na checklist ako eh. May
Okay.
post-it
Kasi
note
pati
ako ng
musical, pati horror.
yes,
Iba may ganun eh.
may goals ako in life na literal na naka-post-it na
Saya.
There's a bucket list.
na gusto kong actually I directed because of a bucket list.
Oh,
I did
wow.
I
Well,
did
that's a
About
really
it,
great
Dan.
film.
Yan ang magandang inspiration.
Oo, kasi actually nung 2009 was one of the worst years of my career. I had almost no projects except as a cinematographer except for Project Runway Philippines nung time na yun.
Mhm.
Tapos I realized na sino ba yung cinematographer, sino ba yung director who will get me as their cinematographer? Eh, di ba ako din?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
I applied for Cinemalaya in 2009. So, writer ko, another Atenean director, title director, si Paul Santa Ana.
Okay.
Ayun, nakapasok. So, parang sige gawin na natin checklist. Tapos nabaon ako sa utang, si Indy. Ayun. So,
Totoo.
ayun. I did, kaya I did my yun yung lang talaga.
So that was yung Lovey po ba yun? Yung Mayohan? Yun
Yeah, Lovey po, yeah.
So yun. So it was an indie film, cinematographer. Tapos kukonti nga pala kayo. I was asking Neil Daza kasi si Neil Daza ayaw mag-direct, di ba? So you were saying Yam Larana, cinematographer to director. Ikaw, sino pa? Parang hindi karamihan yung ganung path. Kasi kunyari, scriptwriter to film, to filmmaker, marami. Editor to filmmaker, okay. To director, okay. Pero kayo iba, pakonti
Yeah.
lang. Ang ganda lang kasi parang sanay kayo to take the orders from a visionary na director. Pero ngayon, ikaw na yung nag-execute ng mga gusto mong gawin. So, yun. How was the transition from cinematographer to director?
Sobrang hirap kasi when you're a cinematographer kasi you tend to think in a per shot way. And yun nga, sabi nga ni Sir Bing, ni Bing Lao, nung napanood niya yung Ayuhan for the first time. He saw it, tapos sabi niya sa akin, kasi ito pa, yung isipin niyo ganito yung eksena. When you go to Sir Bing's house, meron siya ng malaking 16, meron siyang malaking monitor. Sa kabit yung Mac niya, ganyan. Tapos meron siyang parang Professor X chair na malaki. Eh si Sir Bing payat lang siya. Eh, he's small na parang Professor X talaga.
Yeah.
Tapos magta-turn siya. So pag-turn niya doon sa monitor niya, mawawala siya kasi natatakpan siya ng malaking chair niya.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nanood niya yung first cut ng Mayohan. Tapos pag-turn niya ulit, sabi niya, alam mo, ang pangit ang pelikula mo. Yung talaga yung words niya, ang pangit ng pelikula mo. So kung parang, and imagine this was my first film, tapos nabaon ako ng mga 1.7 million dito. Wala akong cash, literal. Binenta ko yung car ko to make my film, ganyan.
Okay.
Tapos, sabihin niya, ang pangit ng pelikula ko, nag-break yung heart ko. Tapos sabi niya, and I will tell you why pangit siya. Kasi yung problem, dinirect mo siya per shot. Hindi ka nag-direct ng film. You shot it as a cinematographer, you didn't shoot it as a director. So, kaya parang yung oo nga no, even sa English only please. Actually, English only please, kaya nag-work yun. Kasi magaling yung editor ko, si Maria Ignacio yung editor ko. Probably the Philippines' best editor. Na nagpapasalamat ako kasi nag-volunteer siya ng editing film ko. Kaya after English only please, tapos breakup playlist, sabi ko, hindi na ako mag-DOP ng pelikula ko kasi I should focus on directing. I should focus on the narrative. Diba? To let someone else think about the shots. So, kaya mahirap siya at the start kasi na-obsess ka nga sa sa shot. tapos nakakalimutan mo yung acting, nakakalimutan mo yung pace, nakakalimutan mo yung yung mounting kasi you're literally shooting a shot, not a film.
Yeah.
So, ayun.
Yeah. Yes.
That makes sense. I was actually going to ask you, like, if Tito Noel asked about like transitioning from one role to another role, how is it like to have multiple roles when making a film?
Kaya ko mag-director-producer pero ayoko na mag-director-cinematographer. Siguro gagawin ko na lang ulit yung director-cinematographer if super may budget yung film tas I can actually pre-prod the whole film properly. Tapos may script na buo.
Yeah.
Yun, baka. Pero, yun. Director-producer kasi in a way mas quote-unquote madali. Kasi yung producing stuff mo, nasa pre-production lahat eh. Kumbaga, pag nakasamo na lahat yan, you can have someone else think about the problems na you're just thinking about bounding the scenes.
Okay. Yeah. So jumping back like dun sa shifting from being a DOP to the director of the film, are there like techniques or things that you had to unlearn or learn to be able to make that shift? Like maybe technical know-hows na kailangan yung aralin?
Madami. Yung first, actually, I was very thankful na number one, student ako ni Direct Marilu. And number two, yung directors na naka-work ko, si Cathy Garcia Molina, tsaka si May Cruz LVR. Sobrang, kasi even nung nag-DOP ako, tapos wala pa akong balak mag-direct doon. I always ask questions on the set.
Okay.
Hindi naman pakialamero, pero matanong ako sa set eh, parang direct, bakit ganito? Bakit ganyan?
Okay.
Bakit ganyan? Sa totoo lang if I'm being honest, yung natutunan kong pag-mount at pag-direct ng actors, natutunan ko lang sa dalawang director, kay Direk Cathy tsaka kay Direk Me.
Okay.
How to motivate actors, how to mount a scene, paano humawak ng set. Sinusundan ko lang paano ako natuto sa kanila dalawa. Ayun. Tapos, yun, parang when I had to direct, parang binalikan ko yun and I text them, direct, paano ba to pag ganyan, paano ba to pag ganyan. So yun, so malaking factor yung dalawang yun. Kung si Direct Marilu yung mommy ko sa industriya, yung dalawa yung parang naging ate ko and they guide me in especially when directing actors, and it's actually the part of directing that I love very much is directing actors. Natututukan mo yung acting nila, ganyan. So yun. Kasi pag maayos yung performance ng actors mo, tapos magaling yung editor mo, may film ka na eh.
Yeah,
so,
And Dan, you've made them best actors and actresses. Ang dami sa pelikula mo. Yun, parang nakilala or nabigyan ng recognition. Kaya, well, it's also testament of how good you are as a director. So, well, sorry for making you play favorites. Siyempre, meron ka namang malapit sa yung mga pelikula mo. Ano yung parang, what are the films that define, I know, sasabihin mo lahat naman yan, but ano yung pinakamalalapit sa puso mo na na-direct mo mga pelikula?
Top of my head, yung Walang Forever.
Okay.
Super hirap ng film na yun. Kasi super hirap tapusin ng film
May
na yun.
trivia yan. Diyan tayo unang nakilala.
Oo.
Dapat si Bian yan dapat.
Oo, di ba? Parang nakailang palit. Hindi nga palit ng story at palit ng script eh. Nakailang palit siya ng concept.
Yeah.
Parang we were shooting na tapos as in super hirap nung film na yun. Tapos naitawid siya.
Ang galing.
Tapos nanalo yung sa totoo lang, mas masaya ako pag nanalo yung actors ko.
Galing.
Kasi pag ako yun, oo. Parang, oh my God.
So, Walang Forever. Walang Forever is something special to you. Ano
Walang
pa?
Forever, yeah, it's special. Ilawod kasi yung first horror ko.
Oo nga.
And actually, if I had a choice, Horror films ang i-direct ko honestly. If I
Aha.
had a choice. So yun, special yun for me. And Changing Partners, kasi musical naman siya.
Doon ako kinikilabutan kasi yun na nga, iba't iba. So, musical, horror, tapos yun nga, may rom-com na yun. Yun yung
Yeah.
well, nag-sexy ka rin, di ba, sa Excess Baggage. And may mga ganong pelikula. Is there any other genre that you wanna like venture into? Historical, I guess? Yan na lang siguro yung hindi mo nagagawa.
Period. Period
May,
piece.
Period drama.
ang dream ko, ever since I was in college, was to shoot a Shakespeare na adapted na film.
Yeah.
Actually, yung gusto ko, well, ang dalawang favorites ko na Shakespeare, Twelfth Night, tsaka Macbeth. Pero syempre, hindi, tsaka syempre hindi kikita yun dito. So, Romeo and Juliet ang next na best. So, yun yung dream ko. Tapos syempre, parang action, gusto ko gumawa ng action.
Oo nga.
Yes.
Oo. I directed an action episode for Almost Paradise yung Hollywood na show dito sa
Yes, sa Cebu.
Philippines. Sa Cebu. So, I directed one episode. Tapos, ibang disiplina din ang pag-shoot ng action. Parang ibang mundo din siya. So, kaya
mag-wishlist ka pa, ano pa yung gusto mong magawa? Kasi ang ganda lang, parang nagawa mo nga in such short, ilang taon ka na sa industriya, no? Parang tama yun. Meron kang goal. Ano pa yung gusto mong gawin?
Meron na yung dalawa yung nakalista sa akin na top priority. Action. Pero ang mas mataas yung Shakespeare.
Wow. May producer.
Wow.
Oh, yun. So, actually, we're trying to find a producer for that project. Pero yun, super dreams na talaga gumawa ng Romeo and Juliet. Tapos baka kasi people don't realize na sa original text, si Romeo and Juliet were 14 years old.
Yeah.
And super violent siya.
Yeah.
Yeah, di ba? Super violent siya. Tapos, diba? At nag-sex ko yung dalawa. And they were 14. So, underage. Diba? Sa original text medyo sabaw yung text. So, kasi kinonsummate nila yung marriage, diba? So, ayun, yun, gusto ko gumawa na yun, na medyo, malapit sa original text. Diba? Sana payagan ng yun.
All right. So we have some students in the audience and in this chat actually, but before we move to those, well, because there are students here and you've explained like the technicalities and like the theory side of directing, what about the life skills side? Because we know that sometimes life on set is unpredictable, how movies are received is also unpredictable. So what would you say are the non-film related skills that filmmakers should have when entering the industry?
Oh my God, ang dami. Baka abutin tayo ng buhay.
Top three on your list.
Kasi actually, guys, yung filmmaking kasi, or director, or even cinematography, that's only parang 20% of the job
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
80% is people skills. And yung disiplina mo, yung professionalism mo. Diba? Kasi number one, ako since I started in the industry in 2002 with Direct Marilu, yun yung first set na napuntahan ko that I worked as an intern.
Yeah.
Diba? So, oh my God, 19 years na ako sa industriya. So, since nag-start ako maging PA, maging production assistant. So, anong tawag dito? Number one, ayun, kasi never ako naging office. Never ako naging regular. So, ang hirap for a freelance professional, yung naghihintay ka ng work. Diba?
Yeah.
Ang hirap umabot sa point na work na yung naghihintay sa'yo. So, number one, patience. Tsaka disiplina talaga And simple stuff. Ganito, sabi mo nga, top 3 things. Number one, professionalism. Diba?
Of course.
Discipline. and being kind to other people. And those three things don't require talent.
That's true.
Agree.
Diba? Simpleng bagay lang. Yun nga, like being on time, tapos yung pakikisama mo sa mga tao.
Yeah.
Diba? Ang sinasabi ko palagi sa mga students ko is, pwedeng huwag kayo maging kupal kasi ang dami ng kupal sa universe. May iba ka naman. May iba ka naman. Ang dami ng masama ugali hindi lang sa industriya.
Yeah.
Pati na din sa buong mundo. So, may iba ka naman. So yun. Basta those three things. Kasi, wala parang, pag ganito ka nakatagal sa industriya, parang you get so jaded.
Okay.
Tapos, when you get jaded, parang everything is just like, parang clockwork na lang and you're going through the motions na lang.
Right.
Diba?
Yeah.
But, nami-miss ko actually yung, may mga students tayo dito, yung wide-eyed ka pa na gusto ko baguhin yung industriya and diba?
You wanna change the world.
Nakakamiss yung gano'n na dapat pa rin naman hindi mawala yun. Pero kasi parang, you then realize that there are things that is very hard to change in this industry.
Yes.
So, kaya ako nagtuturo. Kasi, alam ko din na hindi ko kaya baguhin lahat. I mean, we're fighting for things in the industry. Pero alam ko na hindi ko siya kaya tapusin in my lifetime. Plus kasi, I believe na ang directors kasi may shelf life yun. Baka artista yun. Nalalaos ang directors. Hindi katulad ng cinematographers, writers, or editors. Kapag magaling ka talaga.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero ang directors parang artista yan. Parang fade din lahat ng directors. Ayun, kaya parang for me, ipasa na natin sa next generation.
Yeah.
Diba?
Agree.
Habang medyo bata pa ako at kaya ko pa mag-share. Kunin nyo na sana matuto na kayo sa akin para pag generation nyo na yung may hawak ng industriya, diba?
Yes.
Babaguhin nyo for the better. At sana, kayo din, pag nandun na kayo, i-share nyo din sa next industry. Kasi that's how you make an industry healthy. And you pass the knowledge, you pass the wisdom to the next generation.
Yeah,
And then
the values.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
So Migoy and Ian, I hope you guys heard that. And those three pieces of advice are actually things that could be applied to any job or any role. So joining us today are two students who are very eager to ask you their questions face-to-face, direct, or at least as face-to-face as this can get. So two of them are student filmmakers. So joining us today are Migoy Arroyo and Ian Bundok. So you guys can turn on your cameras. And Migoy, I saw you first, so you can start. Shoot your question.
Ay, teka, si Migoy, student ko yan sa Cine Sundays.
Opo.
Tsaka, congratulations, nakapasok yan ng Reiki workshop. Super hirap makapasok doon So, congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you po.
Wow.
Go, Migoy.
Yes po. Isa lang naman yung question ko since yun nga, we've been talking about students and I'm a student filmmaker myself, very wide-eyed. What's an aspect of filmmaking that most student filmmakers and young filmmakers tend to overlook?
Ito, turo ko na direct marinig. And part 2 palagi ng lecture ko when I give lectures on filmmaking na ang film kasi, you can break it down into 4 aspects. First, it's an art. Second, it's science and a craft. Third, it's a business. And 4, it's politics. Yung 3 and 4, hindi tinuturo sa film school yan eh. Diba? So, sa business part, ang filmmaking kasi, it's not only your passion, and I will get into passion in a bit. It's also your livelihood. Dito ka rin kumikita. So, hindi lang siya basta gawa ka ng pelikula. You should also think about how can this feed me? Or if, halimbawa, in my case, my family. Kung, halimbawa, breadwinner ka. Diba? So, paano ka mag-exist? Trabaho din kasi siya at the end of the day. Diba? And yung ganun kasi, yun actually yung mga workshops that I love giving kasi hindi ito tuturo sa film school. Kasi sa totoo lang, kung gusto mo maging filmmaker, pwede ka naman manood ng YouTube, ganun na lahat eh. Diba? Pero ang hindi tinutuko is how can you be a filmmaker na kumikita? Na ito din yung job mo. Diba? So, yun yung hindi malinaw. Madali yan kasi pag nasa school ka pa or a few years after grad, pag halimbawa sinusuporta ka pa ni mommy at daddy, ay paano pag kailangan mo na mag-work? Diba? Kasi ako, like me, when I graduated, I was totally cut off. I mean, tapos ako ay mas smoker. Umabot yung time ni pang Yossi, wala akong pang Yossi. Ang pera ko tinitipid ko para pamasahe, para makapunta ako sa shoot nung nag-a-apprentice pa ako, di ba? So it's very hard to be a freelance filmmaker when you're starting out. Diba? So yun. Babalik ako sa passion. Ano kasi, yung passion kasi people tend to throw that term na parang wala lang. Parang I'm passionate about this and I'm passionate about that. But people tend to forget that passion means to suffer.
Yeah.
Diba? So, kaya passionate ka Christ. Diba? So,
Yeah.
If you're not really ready to suffer for your career, huwag mo naman sabihin you're passionate ka. Kasi yung thing ko with sorry no offense to the kids kayo. Yun yung ano ko sa kids ngayon eh, parang very impatient sila. Very impatient. Kasi halimbawa, in my case, I apprenticed for 4 years bago ko nakakuha ng break. Para ako nag-law school, para ako nag-med school. Na every year, kasama ko lang yung mentor ko, si Audie Torres sa set. O si Derek Marilu. Ma-attend na ako ng set nila. Wala akong bayad, to learn. Pero ngayon, yung mga sulas niya, parang a few months lang.
No?
Oo few months lang.
Yeah.
Tapos, sakit yan, especially ng mga atenista. Very impatient ang mga atenista. Mga nakukuha namin mga... alam ko na yung ugali ng yung parang per school kasi may sariling ugali yan. When you get them. Ang atenista very impatient. Parang gusto agad maging cinematographer agad or editor agad or director agad na pag-aralan mo muna yung mag-aral ka muna and then slowly transition to the career that you want. Yeah. Dami ko sinabi.
That's okay. So, Ian, I think the question you had prepared is kind of related to that. So, go ahead.
Oh yeah, kasi yung the last time we talked, yun nga po, binanggit nyo direct, yung mga Ateneans, di po maarte, impatient lang. And you mentioned that the film industry is a marathon and not a sprint.
Yeah.
So, meron ba kayong specific habit po, kumbaga, that you would recommend sa mga aspiring Atenean filmmakers that would help them with that?
Kailangan mo ng number one, ito I'm only learning this right now. Na you have to have something else other than making films.
Yeah.
Kasi parang for the past 15 years of my career, wala akong ibang... Baka kung tanggalin mo yung paggawa ng pelikula sa akin, wala akong identity.
Yeah.
And sabi nga ni Direk Marilu, ang paggawa ng pelikula is a jealous mistress and an abusive husband.
How so?
Oo. Diba? Binubugbog ka ng filmmaking eh. Tapos selosa siya. Tapos pag,
Right.
diba, parang hindi ka niya talaga love, pero love na love mo siya. May mga times kasi na ganun eh, na hindi ka mahal ng pelikula.
That's true.
Diba? Na, ayun, at sa mga times na yun, kailangan mo ng ibang
Gagawin.
aspeto ng buhay mo.
That's true.
And it could be anything. Diba? For example, si Tonet, she loves to travel.
Mm.
So you really see in her na after a project, she travels at pagbalik niya, recharge siya eh. Parang alam mo yun, may makikita nga literal na bar doon sa ano, tapos parang na-full ulit yung energy niya. Something. Tapos, yeah, yun. Tapos wala akong ganun. Even until now, I'm trying to find parang the only thing na love ko aside from making films lately, parang magbasa lang. Yun ang ginagawa ko, magbasa tsaka kalaro ko yung dog ko eh. Yun lang. Wala na akong ibang thing.
Yeah.
So, yun. Parang ang suggestion ko for the first 10 years, focus ka lang, rekta ka lang sa paggawa ng pelikula and then after find your other thing. And it could be anything. Pwede ka maging plantito. Diba? Wala siya. Basta there's something else that you are obsessed with other than making films.
Right.
All right. So actually, what I saw today personally is not just Dan Villegas, the filmmaker, but also Dan Villegas, the teacher, and how you've been answering our questions. And of course, in your teaching and in Cine Sundays. And I've been seeing Cine Sundays, and I know that it's something you're proud of. So can you tell us a little bit about how it started and how interested people could join?
City Sundays kasi, it started out nung last year, nung ECQ. Tapos wala akong magawa, naglinis ako ng stock. Tapos, I saw this article by Danny Boyle, tapos 12 Rules of Filmmaking according to Danny Boyle. Tapos nag-post ako sa IG na, hi guys, trip nyo ba magbigay ako ng talk on the 12 Rules of Filmmaking? Tapos ang daming pumunta, tapos it was even sponsored by FEU. Tapos naging event siya, tapos ang dami pumunta, 120 plus people signed up, ganyan, tapos naging event siya. Tapos after the talk, si Sam Samarita, atenista.
She's in the comment section right now.
Oo. Ayun, si Sam Samarita. She asked me if I wanted to give a weekly talk for her org. Kasi parang ang dami daw na people in her org na interested in I forgot kung ano yung org ni Sam. ACOM yata. Baka mali ako eh, sorry. So anyway, ayun, ang dami nagtanong she asked if I could give weekly talks. Tapos it was a small group when it started kasi org niya lang, we were around 30 people. Tapos after 1 or 2 sessions yata, I realized that what if we invited other universities as well.
Right.
Tapos, so yun, naging yung big 4 universities with UP, La Salle, and UST. Tapos dumami na yung tao, and then sabi ko, what if open na natin to everyone? Parang if someone wanted to join, edi sama na kayo kasi it's free. It's so ayun, nagkaroon siya ng sariling life, and right now we have 3,300 plus members.
Wow.
And if you want to join, si Migoy, part siya ng Cine Sundays, I keep up siya palagi sa Cine Sundays. It's every Sunday, 8 to 10 p.m. Tapos different topics, parang I invite filmmakers to talk about their films, or tato lang naman yan eh. It's either we talk about a specific film. Halimbawa, naging guest namin sila Jeron for Goyo, sila Make Bread for Dead Kids, Chito na for Never Not Love You, Secret for, yung pelikula na Secret discuss na, yung shinoot niya in Europe. And basta, ayun, madaming directors. Or magkakaroon kami ng parang career day where I invite mga cinematographers, mga colorists, diba? In the future, meron pa kami for actors. Or yung third, we have a master class na naging guest na namin si Cathy on directing. So yun. And ang gusto ko kasi sa Sundays na hopefully until libre yung Zoom account ng UP kasi we use a UP account for Zoom. Libre siya. Yun yung goal ko talaga na forever libre siya, and anyone who wants to learn more about filmmaking, regardless of your background, regardless kung saan ka galing, you can join us. So, yun. Yun yung goal na Sundays. And if yung listeners right now would like to join, just add the Sundays Facebook group in Facebook. So, yun.
All right, so we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. So with that, it's past 6. So Direk, before we thank you properly, is there anything else you want to tell the audience before going?
Yeah, so babalik lang ako doon. If you want to be a filmmaker, just you know the three things: discipline, professionalism, and being kind. So for those people who want to be filmmakers in the future, I would like to see you in the industry soon. And if you want to learn more, just attend Cine Sundays. So, yeah.
Ako isa lang, dagdag lang. Thank you kay Dan kasi yun nga, be kind, yung be professional, and yung discipline nga, and be good in your career. Pero Dan is one of the directors na, yun nga, never stop learning, no? Pero yun yung nagtataya, tumataya siya. Kasi Dan ngayon mga tao, di ba, parang nakahintay na lang ng mangyayari. So Dan, tatayaan niya yung mga bagay. And, well, it pays to be brave at this time. And Dan is one brave soul. Kaya yun, sa lipunan natin, ano yung saysay ng pagiging director, di ba? Or pagiging artist, is to be brave at this point, and it's one of them. And thank you for that.
That's true.
Thank you.
All right, so before we say our goodbyes and our thank yous, I just wanted to remind everyone, before we say goodbye to everyone in the audience and before we say our thank yous, thank to our wonderful guests, please allow us to thank a few people first.
Yes, this has been a new wave, and thank you to James for handling our broadcast, and of course to Sir Justin for always having your backs, and of course thank you, Max, for inviting us this afternoon.
Thank you, B and Tito Noel, for joining me on such short notice, and thank you also to Migoy and Ian for your enthusiasm and for helping me put today together. Of course, also thank you to our audience for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you all next time. So please, next week, June 9, same time, with the team members behind the upcoming Netflix production of Trece. So if you want to find out who's going to be here, you'll just have to drop by. So that's June 9 at 5 p.m. again.
So Liza Socorano will be there?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Socorano, di ba?
Secret, you'll have to come next week to find out.
Super happy ako siya. Proud barkada ko yung writers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And budget can.
At makatinisa din yung writers.
All right. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram at newwave.rk to stay updated, and catch the replay on radyo-katipunan 87.9 FM's Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Periscope, all of which go by radyo-katipunan. So that's our handle.
Yes, but most of all, thank you to Direct Dan for sharing your wisdom with us today, and of course for spending the afternoon with us. We wish you the best, and we're looking forward to your upcoming projects and maybe even seeing you on Sundays.
All right. So once again, this has been your midweek gang who's always ready to hang. Sa ngalan ni Austin, this is Be of Minded. I'll see you guys tomorrow evening naman for Minded.
And I'll see you on Friday on Level Up. I'm having DOT Secretary Berna Puyat. Kung pwede na tayo mag-travel ulit, Dan.
Okay. And I'm Max. So once again, this has been New Wave. Thank you, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
If it's entertainment you crave,
Catch us on
New Wave. Surfing through the latest on our shores.
every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m.
See you there.